Hey, it's BT with the Austrian GP review. Let's get to it. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah. Anyway, start with Moto 3 as always. Those kids went out and did the damn thing like they always do. Great race Moto 3, like it always is. Those kids were great. Disappointed in Romano Finati. I thought he was gonna show up. Apparently he didn't show up. Let's go. Rider of the race. How quick I'm gonna get this. Rider of the race, Moto 3. I'm gonna give it to Jamie Massia. Jamie Massia, the Home Alone kid. Even though he looks like he's matured a lot, like he does. He looks like he's matured. Like he didn't have any facial hair, but he's just like he looked cute, but with a bigger head. Isn't that weird? Anyway, he's rider of the race, man. For what he's went through this year, he's with Leopard, Honda, and they have champions. It just hadn't really come through for him. So I'm gonna give him rider of the race. He did what he had to do. Came in second. Good for him. The heartbreak goes to Yumi Sasaki. Sasaki was in for maybe a race win, and he got hit with the long lap penalty. That really hurt, man. That killed me. The kid's out having a bad couple years in Moto 3, so my heart goes out to him. Gutted out of war. I gotta give to Albert Arenas, man. He is head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Well, he and John McPhee are about as old as me, so I got to give it to those guys for having maturity. But still, hey, to win the race, you got to show up. So give it to Albert Arenas, Superman. Good for him. Good job for him. Moto 2. Got to give it up right of the race. Got to get it up to Jorge Martin. A lot of on his shoulders, a lot of pressure. He did the damn thing. Good for him. Heartbreak goes to Naya Bastianini. Oh my God, for you. But Bastianini for heartbreak. And for Gut It Out, I could give the same lows, but I got to talk about Bastianini. 2 years in a row, this race has screwed him. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, that crash, I cried, man. I shed a tear because it was horrible to watch. And Hafiz Harin, I know he's okay, but man, that was hard to watch. And those guys, to have that wherewithal to know what they went through, and then they got to get back on the bike. So God bless those guys. And Jorge Martin, I said, right of the race. Bastianini, he's got to be like, this place is cursed. Sometimes you just go, you know what? This place is cursed. I'm not good with this. Okay, I give up. He's got another week. Hopefully he comes through another week, but that was scary. Thank God he's okay. Moving on to GP. Wow, I know what everybody's going to be talking about. Well, two things to talk about. Let's get it over with. Let's talk about the crash. Oh, my God. And let's not blame Zarco, but like Espargo said, there is bad crashes. Zarco's around. It's like those guys that there's crime that goes down. Guys that there's always a crime, and then you look up, there's always the same guy around the crime scene, or he didn't really commit the crime, but he's around those dudes that do, and you go, he's not really a gang member, but he knows them all by first name. You know what I mean? You go, okay, whatever. Yeah, that was a racing incident. I'll give you that. It was a racing incident. But man, that was so scary. And watching and honestly, you talk about the hand of God with Maradona and the World Cup where he cheated, we all know what happened. That was the hand of God with Ballet. I mean, when that bike went across there, I was just like, I don't know about you guys, it all just stood still no. And I mean, it went so quick. When Ballet got back, it's like he went, am I still here? Am I still? Remember that movie Heaven Can Wait? Remember that with Warren Beatty? I'm dating myself a long time ago. That's what it was like. It was like it happened. Like he went back to the pit and he goes, "Is this still me? Is it still me, or am I Luca Marini now?" But that was scary. His face was white as a ghost. I don't blame him. And Maverick, give Maverick credit. Maverick acted like that was like a fly. Like all these flies are. What the fuck is that fly? That's a big ass fly. And then it was a motorcycle wheel. He was like, "What the fuck is that fly?" That was the scariest. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Whoever invented the air fence. I don't care how much money you give him even more. I know he patented that. Give his family $1 trillion, man. I'll give up my reparations money. But what could have happened and what didn't happen. Oh, if you're an atheist, if you're still an atheist after that race, more power to you. I seriously, that bike was a beeline. It was full speed, and that could have been ugly, but it wasn't, and it didn't. So that's out of the system. Let's talk about the race. The race, you know what? I felt bad for Espargo. You know what's weird is that you can't read, and they don't have you can't read what they're thinking, but you just know he's pissed off. And he was pissed. People are giving him the shit, but he didn't know what happened. He was just pissed because he knew he had the pace to win, and when he came back, he knew he didn't have the tires. He was like, "What? Oh, red flag." He knew it was over. Kind of like Jack. The only tire they had was that soft front. And he goes, 20 laps, huh? All right, let's make it work. And it didn't work. So I feel for Spargo on that, and then he crashed into Miguel Oliveira, and it just went from sugar to shit for Paulo Spargo. Then he gets up and he just stormed off, and he took his gloves off, and Miguel was like, "Oh, so you ain't gonna check on me? You ain't gonna check on me? I have a broken foot. You ain't gonna check on me? Okay. Oh, you know we're teammates, right? Okay. I'm just okay." And he just walked off. Let me tell you something, man. I don't know if it was the UFC or MotoGP. It sounds like a song by the Sex Pistols. Is this the GP or is this the UFC? Because you made Petrucci mad. Alessio Spargo made Petrucci mad. It was like Petrucci versus Espargo, right? He flipped them off. When do you see Petrucci lose his shit? He flipped up when he parked the bike. He flipped him off like this, flipped him on the track, and then he passed by like, right? Then he threw his gloves in there and he was like, bravo, bravo. He was still pissy. And then you got Sam Lowe's giving Maseki the elbow, and then they hit each other. I don't know if you guys watched the cool down lap. They hit each other, and then you had Maseki versus Lowe's, Petrucci versus Alessio Spargo, and you had everybody versus Zarco, and you have Paul Espargo versus himself. I mean, the thing about that is, and I give this guy credit, is when it comes down to it, in the stick and ball sports, okay, you can go, hey, time out. You got to get your head in the game, bro. You got to settle down, get your head in the game. Settle down, get your head in the game. You go, yeah, okay, yeah. Even in motorsports, even like the Formula One, you go, Lewis, oh boy, it's okay, Lewis, come in for a bit, box. Lewis, settle down, settle down. In motorcycle racing, you got to get it together yourself. You got to be like, man, that dude, I'm from Maryland now. And you got to be like, right? When you're passing out on the pit board at 300 kilometers per hour and they're going like this, you think he's going, are they telling me to settle down? Or they're going, they all got headaches? Whatever. Get some ibuprofen. No! I mean, you got to settle down within yourself. So, Alessio Spargo, he's already a hothead. Not that's a bad thing. And I'm not putting him down. But he's got to, hopefully next week, and I pray I picked him for the win. Hey, circumstances have. Who knew that they were going to have flying bikes? You know how in Wizard of Oz, they got flying monkeys, right? It was flying bikes. Hey, man, it happens. I'm just glad everybody's okay, but it happens. Espargo, and that was a racing incident also. It was nobody's fault. It was a racing incident. That's a dangerous track. All motor racing is dangerous. That's a dangerous track from what the riders have said. So, like I said, it could have been worse. It was a racing incident. I hope next week, I hope Espargo wins. If not, they're going to find him with the garage. It's going to be closed, and it's going to be dark, and they're going, hey, you hear something? And they're going to turn the lights on, and Espargo's going to be in the corner going, Paul, you okay? I mean, he was supposed to be the man, and now it's Bender. I mean, think about that. You were the man, you're going out, they're going, oh, thanks, Paul, for everything. And Bender comes, they're like, Brad, we love you. And he's like, what about me? What about me? I got feelings too. So that's a hard thing for him to swallow, man, and I hope he gets it together. But overall, I like the race. I like what Dobie did. Dobie's just a cool customer. We got to talk about him saying he's leaving Ducati and then coming back in. And when the race was over, that was a handshake like, yeah. Have you ever seen Dobie celebrate like that? You ever seen Dobie go, I'm the man? And then he goes, did you notice he went, he go like this? He goes, yeah, I'm the man. This is my house. But he did it with his middle fingers. Usually you can go, yeah, right here. He went like this. Now, say what you want, but that kind of means something. At least to me it does. So, but here's the thing. Who said Dobie wants to come back to racing? There's always been a rumor that he's going to retire early. Remember he said he didn't really want to be like valet and stay a long time? So, who knows, man? So, God, this is such good stuff. Anyway, Ride of the Race, MotoGP. Ride of the Race in MotoGP. You know what? I got to give it to Johan Mir. Johan Mir, for coming back from being in a space program in Bruno last year to come back down and finally get his first podium. Heartbreak. I got to give it to Paulo Espargo, man. Again, heartbreak goes to Paulo Espargo. The Gutted Out Award goes to Valentino Rossi. Let me tell you, he was white in the face. The hand of God came and took that bike and did like this at the last minute. There was oil on Valentino's bike from the bike that went through the air. So, Gutted Out Award goes to Valentino Rossi. I would say Ride of the Race Dobie, but Dobie did what was expected of him. But that handshake with Pablo, did you see that handshake with Pablo? Pablo, he was like, yeah, kind of like, I got you, bro. I got you. It wasn't warm, but it was kind of like just cordial, like, yeah. It's kind of like when you're going to get a divorce with your wife or whatever, or your partner, whoever's watching this. I don't judge. right? And they're leaving. They're gonna take all your shit. And you got to keep it cordial because you want to lose the other half of your shit. You just kind of go, all right, man. That's what that was like. I could go on more. The best time I thought the best was that picture of Marquez watching the race on his couch, and hey, that was daddy. That was daddy going. Yeah, daddy's gonna be home about 3 weeks. And we'll see what happens. And Marcus going. Let's see. If I win every race, if I run the table when I come back, can I take it all in Portimao? Sounds like a threat. Sounds like a threat. Watch out. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. So we'll see what happens. Maverick Vinales and Fabio, they talk shit about Maverick, but he had a clutch problem. But so did Fabio. So they've got problems on that bike. And listen, and like I say, when Marquez comes back, remember this: that Yamaha's on their last engines. Okay, so somebody's gonna start from the pit row. I can't see them going this whole year without having to start from pit lane or whatever. So we'll see. GP's just getting started. It's so good, is it not? How great is GP right now? I think that's all I want to talk about. Yeah, like I said, GP is just getting started. It's great, even getting greater. Doby's got another week here. In Austria, we'll see how he does. But watch out next week. Watch out for Espargaro. If you calm his ass down, Espargaro might do something. He might win it. I hope he needs it for his mental. But watch Brad Binder in the points. Brad Binder is slowly climbing. And I know this sounds far-fetched, all right? Watch out for Rossi. He's finishing races. He really doesn't stress the engine. And he's going to Misano for 2 weeks. And they're allowing fans in Misano. Sounds like nothing. But also if Marquez comes back to Misano, we think, the plot thickens. Folks, thank you for watching. MotoGP just getting better. Thank God everybody's okay. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Thanks a lot. Until then, you know the word. Burn.